the James comment. This is where they have to be watched, Collingwood. They do work the ball well. Out wide, Nick Davis, long way from home. He's off and running, just gets his kicking time. Josh Fraser, one-hander, cross half forward. This is what they need from this man.
50, and he ran straight across the line.
So John Cock, the culprit. And this will be a wonderful start for Collingwood and Josh Fraser, who has come into the game under a fair bit of pressure, Sauce.
No doubt his form has been down over the last couple of months, but I think he started early in this game where he went to tackle, he got himself involved in the game, but that was also an exceptional mark by Josh Fraser.
I think it was Crowell that ran through the mark, Dakes.
Take it all back then. Josh Fraser should kick a goal from here. And we have liftoff. First goal of the Pies, Josh Fraser with one.
So the Magpies with the opening goal. McKee, a few extra centimetres helping Biglands that time. But Loney with his second touch. Good signs early. Tarrant, he's another one they need in form. Being harassed by Hart, but he released it. Burns, tough one to take. Rocker versus Smart. Get back the experience of Smart. Good pressure by the Pies. Another one coming in. Josh Fraser for his second. Well, he only had one kick last week, and he started with 2 goals today.
Well, you're spot on, but the work at Tarrant and also Rocker's tackle really did create that opportunity by Fraser. We see the tackle here by Rocker. Ran Smart down. Davis was there, and Josh Fraser was in the goal square all on his own to kick his second. Great start, Collingwood.
Great work from Anthony Rocker. Leon Davis with the supply. And Josh Fraser, there you have it. It's early days yet, but 2 goals in 4 minutes of football.
In the last 5 minutes or so, bit of kick-to-kick from both half-backs. John Cock blasting away, and you can see why. Extra numbers from both teams. Well, that allows Laddams to come in, and he did wonderfully well.
Yep.
He's created an opportunity. Goodwin, Johnson, this is where they're dangerous. They're away. There's some space. There can't be hesitation. Stevens recovered well, though. Mark Rashudo, they need a goal. They turn to their captain, and their captain stands up and kicks the Crows' first goal. How often do we say it's mistakes that cause the goals and being able to capitalise?
What really set up by Laddams, though, he worked hard, very, very hard, just to hold the ball in. The Crows got the ball forward. Rashudo ends up finding the ball and kicks the Crows first.
Nothing easy about it, but it is a goal. Did well, push it forward. And boundary throw in again. It'll come down again, numbers. Crowell goes to ground, then gets it out, slapped it out, Goodwin to Matthew Clark, worked it beautifully, Crows. Rashudo to Edwards, chance now, real chance at that. 2 bounces, let's make it 3, he says. Let's make it 4, he's carried it a long way. Hands up to McLeod, it's 45 from goal, and Andrew McLeod kicks a goal.
So, Tyson Edwards, who's such an important part running out of defence of this Adelaide team. Michael Doughty will take the free kick.
Edwards had been busy, 6 possessions in total.
So the Crows with their problems, but maybe Collingwood also with some worries.
Free kick in the square against Josh Fraser.
We'll come back to Nathan Buckley in a minute because there's a free kick in the goal square.
He was bumping with Bassett in that goal square.
So the Crows will now be in front, and Nathan Bassett will be able to drive it through. So a report, and then a free kick down the ground. Here it is. We'll just see the goal first. Bassett rams it through, and the Crows are in front for the first time. And let's see why. Well, Nathan Bassett is a wonderful actor. I know that was a bit silly by Fraser. Yes, and we can see with the free kicks, they've got to really lock it in tight.
The Crows have got a bit of momentum here.
So Clark beautifully down, McLeod had a play right on his hammer. Crowell evades one, no room, kicks It'll drop short to the left of the goals. Burton scoots around, can go across the body, back towards the square. He keeps it low. It's a mark to Crowell, and it's a goal to Crowell. Well, it's all the Adelaide Crows at the moment. They're getting it inside 50, and more importantly now, they're starting to put it on the scoreboard.
What about the kick by Burton? Sensational kick it was to the top of the square. We just see Prestigiacomo just fall off Burton there. You can't do that as a defender. You've got to put pressure on them, and the result is a goal for the Crows.
From Wakeland, the score at the MCG, Collingwood 2-6-18. They kicked the first two of the match. The Crows, though, 4-5-29. The margin is 11 points.
I breathe through the traffic. Hands off to Loney. They need some run. Certainly out of defence. Loney's the man that can provide it. He's inside 50. Nick Davis, one hand, took it around the body. He loves these. It'll bounce through for a goal. Beautiful football. So Nick Davis making a goal from nothing. Not the desired target going in, but in the end, able to finish off.
Well, it's where he's dangerous, isn't it? Loney putting it to the hot spot. Davis here, bringing the ball to ground, kept his feet. That was the positive out of it. And kicking a right foot snap, which he's so good at.
Leading Tarrant to it, and he had the extra man there. Had a good year, Dowdy. John Cock around the corner. This is where Scotland coming into battle. Laddams. Gee, Massey's played some sort of game. Laddams is away. He's got too much pace for Scotland. Into an open square, Bassett pushing and shoving, he's got it! What an unlikely forward, Nathan Bassett. Normally one of those defenders that doesn't give you much room, but he kicked 2 goals last time against Collingwood. And as I mentioned, an unlikely hero at full forward.
Well, the beauty of him, he is a backman, but he knows how to use his body, and he held Cloak out of that contest to take that mark.
And here he is for his second goal. So the Crows responding to take back their 2-goal lead.
Push Jason Cloak across, slaps it down. Goodwin will pick it up. Being chased at the moment, does well at ground level, wrapped up in the end. Johnson back to Crowell. He's gone, couldn't shrug, but got his arms clear. Well done in the end. Laddams, hands off, into that pocket. Goodwin has to be good. Centres it beautifully, Welsh marks.
Fantastic play.
So you'd expect him to kick from here. Shouldn't be a problem from Scotty Welsh. He'll kick from about 30, and it isn't. It is goal number 6.
Oh, that was courage from Scotland. He did it without giving away the free. Lockyer, intricate kick for Johnson, who's starting to give them something. Mercurio nowhere near as dominant as he has been. His 10th possession, though. Davis is away. Needed a kind bounce. Attacked it well. Shrugged it. Tackled nicely. Fraser worked well. Magpies. Batheris. He's got it. It was not pretty.
It was Burns that went to ground. I think he conceded that he had been grabbed, but Anthony Rocker's inability to hold on to the ball.
Here we go with Scotland lining up, and Scotland gets the goal. Well, the Magpies have pulled it out from somewhere. They've kicked the last 2 to keep the game alive, and the margin is 6 points.
And there we just see the ball hit forward. Scotland, who's come off the bench, but fish forward from the rough jaw. Scotland has really given them something. Has put them 6 points down.
Second half from the MCG. The destiny of Adelaide and Collingwood on the line for season 2002. Scotland, who was so good in the second quarter, getting them going. Steinfort, Batheris. He was waiting for the pressure to come. It didn't. Davis and Rocker are down in the square. He goes for Davis. He's got there.
Plenty of space of running to.
Kicked 3 goals in the last match against Port Adelaide, and he's got the important one. The first one.
Mark Stevens has been quiet to Smart. Back to the Roo. Rashudo supplying inside. Beautiful kick, Welsh. Got it to half-forward Crows. One more kick and they're a chance at goal. That's a great kick, and Bassett accommodates a good kick. Quite a few years ago they finished with 5 goals.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so an unlikely hero could be Nathan Bassett. Goal number 2, it is. It is a goal, and the Crows have the lead again. McKee's not going inside 50, which naturally keeps Matthew Clark from plugging up holes.
They're breaking from the square. Fraser, bit flat-footed as he got to the ball. Oh, crunch. Good work from John Cock. Fraser recovered beautifully. The kick is online. Oh, they're up and about the Magpies.
And worrying about the play more so than where the ball was. Johnson will chip up. McKee has to mark. Rashudo will contest. And well done, McKee on the Loney. On the Steinford. Now a little bit of run coming from the Pies into half-forward. Players will wrestle. A hand to it. Josh Fraser does well to Matheras. Does he drill or go at goal? He goes at goal. It's coming. It's coming for a goal. That is a beauty. That is what finals football's all about. And Rupert Matheras comes up with something special.
Well, it was. He was running towards the boundary line, had to hook the ball back. We see a great handball here by Josh Fraser. Nice and quick. Got it to Matheras. We see Matheras there running towards the boundary line. Had to hook it across his body. What a great goal.
Barriers will go back to Rhett Biglan's now.
And that's a good point, Hutto, because it's one thing to start a game well in a final, but if you've been down and able to find something when it matters, that's another thing.
They're putting the pressure on, and it is showing. Glenn Freeborn, he's a final specialist. He's done it 3 times in the grand final, and now he's kicked one in a preliminary. A premiership player with the Roos has given the Magpies a 2-goal advantage, and once again Steve McKee started it with the tap, the ball jolting loose, and it was all ahead of Glenn Freeborn, and he was bang on line.
And you can throw Nathan Buckley into that equation. He caused a spillage from his tackle, which enabled Freeborn to kick that goal.
So 3 possessions for the quarter, Buckley, and they've all been influential. They've had every centre clearance this quarter so far, Dakes.
So they need a goal. That's what they're looking for. Collingwood will give nothing at the moment, and a little bit of run and Loney. This is the guy they want with the ball. Normally beautiful with his skills, certainly his kicking skills. He's carried it just over centre.
Great kick.
And Rocker has got it. And look out, because this is his range.
Well, this is a man, if he stands up, they're going to be very hard to beat.
Here we go. It goes up. It's up. And it's home. What a goal. If that can't lift you up, nothing will. The lead now is 3 goals.
Well, he's kicked this virtually from inside the centre square. What about the run by Loney there? 3 or 4 bounces to be able to hit Rocker, and then Rocker to kick that ball at least 75 metres. He's a team-lifting goal.
And we made mention what a luxury he would be. Consistently the only player that's able to kick a goal or at least make the difference or distance from outside 50. Still with a chance. Just under 27 minutes, 3rd quarter. And a goal here. Boy, have to ask yourself whether they're able to get back the Crows. Still a bit of time. Does it stay in? It's a goal! Collingwood and Steinford has kicked the goal. And that is the goal I was talking about. Just before 3-quarter time. 27 minutes. And the lead now is 25 points.
Well, you're spot on, Dakes. 25 points. That puts the Pies up. The question marks would be going through the Crows players' head, particularly with their star player McLeod off the ground.
Well, it was a 3rd man up again for the Pies. They've changed that around. Steinford goals.
Applying the block, Massey. Back to Smart. Trying to invent an option for them, and he got
Great
one. Now
hands.
Dowdy can carry the ball and get something going for the Crows. Laddams spearing it in for John Cock. Back in the square is Scotty Welsh. He has to go here. Welsh versus Cloak. Bassett is the third man.
Oh, yes!
Oh, astonishing mark
That's what we need.
for Scotty Welsh.
Well, terrific mark. Better judgment than the other two players involved in that.
It's taken 8 marks for the day, Scotty Welsh, and he keeps the Crows' hopes alive.
I'll tell you, it was probably an player, and Collingwood lead by 19.
What an anxious time for Collingwood fans now. The Magpies, as Buckley called to play on. In trouble here, Lockyer. Oh, he set his teammate up completely. And the Crows might get a goal here. No, they were just as fierce. The Magpies.
It's a free to
It's a free. And Adelaide free.
I'll tell you what, they were lucky to get out of it the first.
Just gives the team, the opposition team, some impetus, doesn't it, when they can turn over a kick in.
It's a difficult task now, kicking in. A lot of pressure on the player bringing the ball back into play.
Hasn't he been lively? So
It's been a great move by Gary Ayres.
and he can take a mark. He's only a small guy, but can take a big mark.
He's played every match this year. But a good story for the Crows. He's kicked 13 goals, 7. Never a more important kick in his short career than this one. And he looks up to the task to me. He's kept the Crows in the game. Game on.
A bit of trouble.
Well, this is what happened last time they played. In the last quarter, the Adelaide ruck dominance eventually told it. They didn't win the game, but they came flying back. So it'll be interesting to see that continues.
Well, 46-19 hit-outs, Adelaide leading. That's why Collingwood need that third man up just to push the ball in the area. Nick Davis, is he able to finish? Keeps it low. Finishes it. That is what they were looking for, and that is the finish. Not in a football game, but that is the finish they were looking for. It's back out to 19 points. And that gives Collingwood some breathing space.
Well, they needed it, didn't they, Dakes? Things were looking a little bit shaky. The Crows were taking it up to the Pies. They just needed to kick one just to settle them down a little bit. And the ball couldn't have got into any better hands than Nick Davis.
Well, Dakes has declared it with this goal from Nick Davis.
I meant to say
12-10-82 Collingwood. 9-9-62.
to that next week with Collingwood playing off in a grand final. Ball to come in, Clark and Rocker. Rocker, party tricks, loose ball. Players will go in pretty tight, as you can imagine. Nick Davis through the traffic, on to Didak, he loves a goal. Can he get on the left foot? He can, around the body. Reality is true. They are home and they are into a grand final. Dream has become reality for the Pies, and I am getting rattled because Hutto, I think they are there.
Well, he did well here, Didak. Knew that he was going to kick it on his right foot, got onto his left, and has put that straight through the middle. And Dakes, the Pies are going to the big dance.
Well, Alan Didak has put Collingwood into the grand final. Great management by the coach at three-quarter time. We saw that he was the freshest player for the Magpies. He's had an impact in the last quarter, and I still don't know what Dake said, but I know what he meant. Magpie crowd, 88,000 people here today. They are going to make one mighty roar when the siren rings. love them or hate them, you can't help but admire this.